welcome back to my channel. My name is Maddie if you've never seen me here on YouTube before, and today we are actually going to be doing the latte makeup trend that's been going around in the last 2-3 weeks. I think it's been going around on Instagram. I've been seeing it a lot. I am someone who loves a good iced latte, so this has been on my list of videos to film for the last couple of weeks, and I was kind of in the mood to just sit down and chat with you guys, so this felt like a really good day to film this. And what better way to do a latte makeup video than with a latte? This is just an iced oat milk latte from Starbucks with a pump of caramel syrup and 2 pumps of toffee nut syrup. My favorite thing to do with Starbucks is to just go and get an oat milk latte and then throw whatever mixture of syrups I want into it. And ever since they discontinued the macadamia nut syrup, I've been trying to find another combo that I really love with my oat milk lattes, because I loved that macadamia nut syrup so much, you guys. Like, I'm gonna have to order some online because my lattes have just not been the same since they got rid of it. But I thought I would go back to my roots and do a latte with toffee nut syrup, because for a long time, the toffee nut syrup was actually my favorite syrup from Starbucks, because that's what they use in the salted caramel mocha that comes out every fall. So in case you didn't know, you can literally get a salted caramel mocha any time of the year. They just won't put the sea salt topping on it because they don't have it all year round. And I don't really know why that is. Like, sea salt is such a common thing. We went back to our spooky roots and I got toffee nut in my latte because it reminds me of the salted caramel mocha, which reminds me of fall and spooky season. Happy spooky season, everyone. It is officially spooky season. I don't care if it's August. I had to go back to school in August when I was in public school, so August always has marked the beginning of fall for me. Okay, I tried to get a little closer to the camera so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. I forgot to wet my beauty blender. Honestly, is it really a makeup tutorial if you don't forget to wet your beauty blender? If you don't forget to wet your beauty blender. As always, the names of all the products that I use today will be in the description below. You guys know how much I love to talk during my get ready with me's, and I will likely forget to tell you what I'm using. But we are gonna start with the remains of my Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. This stuff has separated. Oh, that doesn't look nice. I'm still gonna use it because I don't really have another primer. I need to get a new primer today when I go shopping. So I just wanted to do a get ready with me and talk to you guys because I feel like I've been in a rut. I'm gonna be using the e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter Foundation. You guys, this stuff is actually so nice. I took this to the beach with me a few weeks ago and it held up perfectly under the heat and the sun and my sweat, and I just love it. Oh my gosh. Like, I have such a newfound love for dewy finishes and like dewy foundations since my skin has started to dry out a bit and I'm not as oily as I used to be. I'm also aware that this is a little dark. I did get Fair One, which is the lightest shade, but as always, that is usually not light enough for me because I am pale, but that's okay because we have a lighter concealer that we're gonna use. But honestly, it really doesn't look that bad. And look at that pretty glow that you get. Like, oh my god, this foundation is so pretty, you guys. I'm gonna be real, I kind of slept on e.l.f. They kind of come out with some banging stuff. Like, this is literally so pretty and it really doesn't look like makeup on your face. To go back to what I was originally trying to say, I feel like I have been, oh, I should not have done that. Back to what I was saying, I feel like I have been in a rut. Actually, no. From the outside, I don't look like I'm in a rut. On the inside, I feel like I'm in a rut. I'm not doing anything different per se. Like, I'm still going to the gym. I actually just started the final phase of my 12-week program from Gains by Brains here on YouTube. If you've been following me for the last month or so, you know I am on a 12-week program from her. It's her next level guide, and it's on her website. She calls it her most intense workout program. So it's definitely not, I don't want to say it's not easy because nothing about the gym is really easy. If it was easy, everyone would go and everyone would have a six-pack, you know? So it's not easy, but going to the gym is something I really love to do and I really love pushing myself. So it's not that it's hard, it's just a lot. Today I kind of really woke up and realized I've been going to the gym 6 days a week since the end of March. We're in July now. No, we're not. Oh my God, we're in August. I just was like, wow, I've really been going at it, huh? Which is honestly awesome. I'm so proud of myself for like sticking to this, because going to the gym and sticking with it is something that I've always struggled with. Like, I've never been able to consistently go to the gym. The most I could always do is just go on a walk in the evening, and even still, I wasn't doing that like every day. So the fact that I've been going to the gym this much and following my fitness guides and like my fitness journey as a whole for this long is honestly incredible, and I'm literally so proud of myself, honestly. Like, if you haven't done this today, this week, this month, if you can't remember the last time you did this, tell yourself you're proud of yourself for something. It can literally be anything. Even if you literally just made your bed this morning, please tell yourself that you are proud of yourself, because honestly, I'm trying to get into the habit of doing that more often and telling myself how proud I am of like the things that I'm accomplishing, because I really am doing a lot. Like, I am trying to post shorts on my YouTube channel, so I don't know if anybody saw this, but I did upload a short last week where I hit 100 pounds on my deadlifts. That was literally my first strength training goal when I started going back to the gym. I really wanted to be able to deadlift 100 pounds, and I accomplished that last week. Okay, I don't think these are really even, but honestly, I feel like the messy bushy brow look is really gonna work with this whole makeup idea. So this honestly looks really good. I don't even think I need to touch these up. Like, I don't want to. They look good the way they are, I think. I think if anything, I'm gonna make this one a little longer. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm really happy with those brows. Okay, God, I forgot how much of a classic the Anastasia Brow Wiz is. It's so good. All right, let me stop and also drink my protein shake, because protein. Sometimes you just gotta smack its little booty, you know? It's not that I haven't been doing the things I said I was gonna do. I'm still going to the gym 6 days a week and holding up with my training program. I'm still working both of my jobs, so I work a total of maybe like 35 to 40 hours a week. Sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, just because they're both retail jobs, and if you work retail, you know how hours go. And honestly, this Hourglass concealer pairs so well with this foundation. This is the... Why is your name not on here? It's the Hourglass Vanishing Filter Concealer, I think is what this is called. I also took this to the beach a couple weeks ago. The finish is so nice. I'm still working 2 jobs. I'm still posting on YouTube every week. I'm still going to the gym. I just feel like I'm maybe starting to burn out. I think that's really what this is, because I can mentally and emotionally feel myself wearing out. I can feel how tired I'm getting. When I tell you, it has taken so much just to get out of bed to go in the morning this week. I was honestly shocked. I like how difficult it was trying to get up to go to the gym. And I'm packing some powder down here, but like, I'm not trying to like really hardcore bake. I just kind of want to add a protective layer against my eyeshadow when I put it on. Literally this morning, I was at my partner's house. I spent last night with him. I hit snooze 3 or 4 times. I was in bed for a good like 30 or 40 minutes past the time I was supposed to get up. I don't know. I just can mentally and physically feel myself burning out and getting exhausted. And I don't really know what to do about that, because I don't feel like there's much I can do about it. I can't really just cut my hours down at my jobs, unfortunately, because that's my primary source of income right now until my YouTube channel can be monetized. I hope it doesn't sound like I'm complaining, because I'm really not. Like, I am grateful to like have these 2 jobs to like give me income so I can keep the roof over my head. It's just every week I work 40 hours a week. I film and edit and try to get a video up every week for my channel, because this is like my side project that I really love and would love to have turn into something bigger. And then on top of that, I'm also trying to go to the gym and, you know, grow my muscles, be more fit, and maintain a healthy lifestyle to support that. It's just a lot, and I feel like I really just want to break. I can't afford to do this per se, but I really wish I could just take a week off of work and just not work either of my jobs and just curl up here in my room in my little hovel and just work on my channel and like work on my other shit that I care about way more than my part-time jobs, but like I can't. I hope that doesn't sound too whiny, because like I know this is just shit that you have to do, especially when you are like me and you live in America, because we don't have a government that particularly cares about us and our well-being, you know? I just feel myself kind of getting into a rut, and I need to figure out how to kind of hit the brakes on that and like stop it before it happens, because when I burn out, I burn out. I burn out and then I don't do anything. Oh my God. And I'm not gonna say it because I don't wanna like manifest it. Not that I think like saying it is just immediately gonna make it happen. Like, I don't think you can manifest horrible, terrible things in your life just by saying it. It's more just that I don't wanna entertain the thought. I don't wanna give myself the idea because then I'll do it. I just feel like I need to do a massive reset, like at some point in the near future. I might just try to do something in this next week or so to like kind of encourage that. And that's also kind of why I wanted to sit and do my makeup today, because doing my makeup is really relaxing and fun, and it just reminds me why I'm doing this and brings me a little bit more happiness. I can take my mind off of every other 20,000 things happening in my life. I'm going to take the Morphe 35M palette. God, does anyone remember this palette? I can't believe I still have have this palette. It's probably not safe for me to be putting on my eyes, if I'm being quite honest, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm not really gonna go out and buy a new palette just for some brown shades. And I'm gonna start by taking, I think I wanna take this lighter brown shade right here. So yeah, I've just felt like I've been in a rut and I haven't really had the motivation to do a lot of things, but like I force myself to do them anyways. So like on the outside, yes, I look like I'm being productive. I look like I have my shit together and I'm getting everything done that I said I needed to do. But as I'm doing it, I'm like dead inside. Mentally, the energy and will to do things isn't there. I'm kind of like just dragging myself around like a dead horse, it feels like, trying to get things done. I really just wanted to talk about it on here because, I don't know, maybe you're also going through this. I feel like a lot of people honestly have been going through this. Like, I feel like we've all been in a rut because I'm honestly not the first person on YouTube to be talking about this recently. Like, a couple of other YouTubers that I watch are also going through something like this. So I don't know if it's just like a summer slump kind of thing. You just lose motivation in the summer because you just want to lay around in the sun. I don't really know because I haven't even been laying around in the sun. The only time I did that is when I went to the beach. Also, I'm just trying to kind of like blend this up to my brows and kind of like diffuse it out into my brows just to keep that warmth going. Where was I going with all of that? I've just been really unmotivated, I feel like. And with being unmotivated comes all of my other like intrusive thoughts about, I don't know that I call them intrusive because I have intrusive thoughts. I have really intense intrusive thoughts. Like my intrusive thoughts are not, tee I'm gonna go dye my hair. My intrusive thoughts are like, you need to do some shadow work because that's just not a healthy thing to think. I wouldn't call these intrusive thoughts. They're just, what do I feel like this is doing to me? Oh my God, I'm trying to put this into words. I feel like I'm gonna take this darker brown shade. I feel like I'm gonna take this darker brown shade that's right here and I'm gonna kind of diffuse that into my crease a little bit just to add some depth. I just feel like it's just encouraging my negative self-talk, I think is really what it is. And if I'm being quite honest with you guys, I started my shadow work back up. I've been shadow working again. And the current theme, without revealing too much, just because, you know, it is shadow work and it's a personal journey. Current theme being discussed is how my parents' divorce affected me as a child and how that led to certain behaviors I display now as an adult. It's a big one. My sister and I were always like, oh, our parents' divorce didn't really affect us that bad. Like we came out of it all right, but like we both literally sat in my bedroom as children and like hold each other and cry because we could hear them fighting and screaming downstairs and it was just like not chill at all. Anyways, how was your childhood? I feel like all of that was a really like muddled explanation, so I hope it made sense, but I really just feel like I need to hit pause. I need to channel the Hermit card in the tarot is what I need to do, I feel like. Which to be fair, I feel like I've kind of already been doing this. Like the last few months, I've very much been in the mindset of like, let your social life take a pause. Don't focus on going out as much and spending time and money on, you know, going out to the bar, going out dancing and putting yourself in a situation where you're gonna spend more money. I've been trying to be really tight with my finances now that I have a new car that I'm paying for. So I've been really trying to hit the pause on doing a lot of really social activities and I've really just been trying to focus on my work. My work being this channel. I was really like, let's just not go out right now. Let's not worry about buying things and spending money on like little things that we know we don't need. Get up, go to the gym, go to work on YouTube, go to bed. And that's been my routine for the most part for the last couple of months. Aside from when I went on vacation a couple weeks ago. If you are new to this channel, I have a cute little vacation vlog that I just uploaded a couple weeks ago from when my boyfriend Richard and I went to Virginia Beach for only like 2 or 3 days, but it was very much needed and it was very worth it. You can go and watch that and it's very cute and I'm really happy with how it came out. And I'm just really happy that I'm really just glad I have footage of that weekend and those memories are encapsulated now in a video so that I can go back and look back on that like all the time. It's not necessarily that I need to take a vacation. It's more I need to do a reset on my daily routine, I think. My schedule and my routine, I think just needs like a massive revamp because the way I'm doing things just isn't working for me clearly because I'm getting really tired. I'm getting really burnt out. I started to kind of blend my eyeshadow down here, mainly just so I could diffuse this like edge, but I mean, I'm gonna blend this down on my lower lash line anyways, so it's okay. Do I want to try eyeliner? Is the real question. I am going to take that lighter brown shade on my finger and just kind of pack it here on my lid just to make sure that it's there. Anyways, I hope all of this is making sense because I'm kind of really just rambling at this point. But if you've seen any of my Get Ready With Me's, you already know this is how they go. I really just kind of pick something to talk about and I just ramble. Also, I think the other reason I have been so unmotivated and unsatisfied and just like kind of burning out is because I'm so tired of the way my room looks. I've never had a problem with this before. When I would move somewhere new, I would just set my furniture up in my room and live in my room like that for years and never have a problem with it. Like, I lived in Oklahoma for upwards of 11 or 12 years and I think I only changed the layout of my room once. September 25th will be the 1 year of me moving into this apartment and I cannot stand the way my room looks right now. I want to change it so bad. And I think what I want to do is swap my desk with my dresser that's over there, but that's something I kind of have to wait for Richard to get here and help me with because I can't really move my entire dresser myself. Like, I know I just hit 100 pounds on my deadlift, but that takes a whole other kind of strength that I don't have yet. My space doesn't fit me anymore. This is probably just another side effect of my Saturn return. You guys already know, you've been following me since I came back to this channel this year. You know, I literally don't shut up about my Saturn return, only because it's literally one of the biggest cosmic events that happens to you in your life. So if you're watching this and you're in your late 20s and you're feeling like you don't know what the is going on with your life, congratulations, that's your Saturn return. I kind of want to do a nude on my lower lash line because that makes your eyes look a little more awake. I also kind of want to do brown. I think I want to do brown on my upper lid. Oh my god, and I've never used a pencil for like my upper lid liner before, so this is gonna be a trip. Let me for once try to not pull my eye open in the camera. Actually, I might have to because I can't see. My mirror died. I have this Impressions vanity mirror that I got from Ulta. Oh my that I got from Ulta like 2 years ago. Like, I have not had it long and literally months ago, it just stopped working. The lights only work on it when it's plugged into the charger and they will dim like as soon as I turn them on. Like, they come on at full capacity and then they immediately dim down. It's just not a usable mirror anymore and I don't understand. So that's another reason I kind of want to move my furniture around in my room, because if I move my desk over there where my dresser currently is, I have a mirror on the wall where my dresser is, so I can see. I feel like I kind of want to try a wing to some degree. Let me not use something I'm not familiar with to do this because I actually really want this look to come out right and I don't want to mess it up. I'm gonna use this brush from the Morphe and Ariel collection. Is it Ariel or Ariel? I still don't know, but it's this like dual-ended concealer looking kind of brush, but I'm gonna use the flat end and I'm just gonna take a brown from the Morphe palette and I'm gonna pack it over where I put that demolition liner from Urban Decay. For once in my life, I'm like not trying to make this a really big wing. I kind of want this to just be like one of those little cute ones. Do I have a darker brown? I do have one in my Chemical Romance palette. My apartment's really quiet again because the AC turned off. If you are getting really burnt out on your current routine, obviously that's a sign you need to change it. So I think what I'm gonna do is try and do a massive overhaul of my routine. I'm gonna take a look at my daily routine and just kind of pick apart what's not working for me. And I feel like the other reason it's kind of been this way and I've been struggling this much is also because my jobs have been changing up my schedule too much because people are quitting. People don't want to work retail anymore. I usually work the same time and the same days every week, and it's like really easy to plan around that way. It's been changing. Let me fix this wing before I keep talking and I mess it up. All right, this is gonna need some concealer work just to clean it up, but this is what we're looking at with the wings, and I kind of like it. I used to do this all the time when I was first getting started in makeup. I would just use eyeshadow as like a lazy wing, and I forgot how nice it looks sometimes. Like, it's back to school season. People are moving away and going to school, so we're losing workers, and as a consequence of that, my schedule has just been changed and changed and changed and changed. It's just not consistent. I work different days every week now, and so it's just been really hard to adjust my daily routine. Let me shut up for 2 seconds. Oh my god. Because my work schedule has been changing so much, it's been really hard for me to keep a consistent daily routine, and the AC is back on. Perfect. I can think again. My boyfriend Richard and I both took the RADS, our autism assessment online, and obviously this is something you need to go get like tested for like by an actual doctor, but I don't have health insurance to do that, so I just took the online one, and oh my god, I scored so high. But that was not a surprise to me. I've long since knew I had either ADHD or autism. I know those are kind of like, they have some overlap with their symptoms, so it could be either or. Basically, I've just been new for a while that like my brain is not normal. I found out I display a lot of autistic traits. Not surprising at all. It's just comforting when you actually like find out like there's a name for the things that were wrong with you. Like, I don't want to say wrong because there's nothing wrong with being autistic, but the things that like made you different and made you feel different from other people when you were a kid, like are now explainable. Like me finding out that numbers dyslexia is actually a thing. If you watched my video where I talked about how I regret going to college, I did mention in that video that when I was in high school, they told me I had a learning disability in math, like specifically in math. No other subject. I had a disability in math. And I was like, I remember that bothered me for so long because I was like, what do you mean a disability in math? Like, how is that even possible to like have a learning disability in one particular subject? Like, for the longest time, I really just thought I was like genuinely stupid. I cannot do math, you guys. Like, I've talked about it before in that video, but like, I cannot do math in my head. I'm not good at understanding numbers and reading numbers. And like, for the longest time, I really just thought that like, I was just dumb. Like, I was like, something is genuinely wrong with me. Like, I just can't figure it out. And but I have in the last like month figured out that numbers dyslexia is actually a thing. You can actually like be dyslexic with specifically numbers. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. So it technically was a learning disorder. They just didn't have the name for it back then because obviously back in like 2013, we weren't actively talking about this kind of stuff, which sounds really weird because 2013 really does not feel like it's that long ago. Like it should have been a thing back then, but like 2013 was also 10 years ago. I graduated high school 10 years ago. Oh my God. Oops, I missed my reunion. I actually don't think we had a reunion. I don't think my class had a reunion at all, but I think I heard that that's something that like your valedictorian has to like do, and I don't really even remember who our valedictorian was, so I would like to have a reunion. I would like to have a very small personal reunion. Let me clarify. I would like to have a reunion with just the friends that I hung out with in high school because I honestly miss them so much. So like, if any of you guys are watching this and you went to high school with me and like, we actually were friends, hit me up because I would love to come back to Oklahoma one day. Just a visit though. I'm not trying to move back there. Eek. Okay, sorry, you guys just had to look at my tear duct for a minute. Wow, this was like really rambly. I really thought I was gonna be a little more like calm and concise about my thoughts when I started filming this. And of course, as soon as I open my mouth, it's just like, I keep going back and forth from talking about like how disconnected I feel from like my routine and how I have no motivation to do anything XYZ. And then like I go off on a random tangent about like high school. I'm really gonna try like starting today, really reassess my daily routine, how I manage my time with YouTube and like what I do on my days off. Because if I can be so for real with you guys right now, my favorite thing to do is literally go to my boyfriend's house and just do nothing with him. I love just being around my boyfriend. Like obviously you want to like being around your partner when you're dating them, but like he was finally able to move into his own place with some of his friends. So he has his own place that he lives at and I have my own place that I live at, and we just kind of interchangeably bounce back and forth. Him spending the night with me and I'll spend the night with him. But really recently, I have really just been wanting to spend time at his house. Like I have not wanted to be here in my room and at my apartment, and I feel like the layout of my room is contributing to that. And if I'm not here in my bedroom, I'm not editing and getting my shit done. And I like bring my computer over to his house sometimes and I'll try to like edit and get things done, but like when I'm at his house, like it's big relaxation time. Like I'm over there to relax. I'm not there to work, y'all. I'm not playing when I say I sleep in my own bed a total of like 2 nights a week. I'm not even kidding. Like today's Thursday. I spent last night, Wednesday night, at his house. Tuesday night, I was actually here. Tuesday night, I stayed here. Monday night, I was at his house. Sunday night, I was at his house. Saturday night, I was at his house. Friday night, almost a week ago, we were here and we spent the night here at my place. I literally only spend like 1 or 2 nights a week sleeping in my own bed. And I feel like it's just because I don't like the layout of my room. It doesn't vibe with me anymore. I don't like the energy of my room right now and the way that it's set up. I don't want to be here. I don't want to sleep here. And like, of course, I'd rather just go to my boyfriend's house and like spend the night with him because then I can be with him. And like being with him just always puts me in a better mood. I'm going to take that lighter brown shade that I used first on my lid and I'm going to use it to just kind of diffuse my lower lash line here. So yeah, that was all a whole clusterfuck of me trying to explain what I've been feeling, but I really feel like it all just comes down to I'm in a rut mentally, and if I don't get out of it soon, it's going to physically be a rut. Physically, I will not be as productive and I will not get things done. And like, obviously it's okay to rest. Like, I'm not saying like, if I'm not doing something every single day, then I'm like a failure and I'm not doing shit with my life. I'm a Libra, you guys, okay? We're not the scales for nothing. Like, there's gotta be balance in my life. Like, yes, I love to rest, but I also am a Capricorn rising and I have to make sure that I'm working as much as I'm resting. But right now, it definitely feels like my Capricorn rising has like really taken over and I've just been working a lot. I feel like I need to put something in my inner corner, but I don't know what I want it to be. We have a little shimmer in this Morphe palette. What does that look like? Can you even see it? Yeah. Oh, that could be cute. Yeah, that's not bad. It just looks like a little something, but it's not too intense. you know, unless you like lay it on like I do. If I'm being quite honest, I'm also probably feeling a little unmotivated because so much of what I'm doing with my life right now requires an incredible amount of patience that I was just naturally not born with. Like, I am very much like, everyone's gonna hear this and be like, oh yeah, mood, me too. Like, I am very much an instant gratification type of girly. I have a goal in my mind and I will work towards it, but like, I need it to come like now. I need to get the reward or the payout in a very short period of time or I will lose motivation. And right now, I am doing a lot of things in my life that require a lot of patience and playing the long game. Like, for instance, strength training. And this is gonna get a little deep. So if you struggle with body image issues and you have body dysmorphia and you deal with stuff like this, content warning, I'm about to talk about it. So if that's something you don't really want to talk about, feel free to skip ahead in the video. But if this is something you struggle with and you're okay with hearing it, here we go. So like a few years ago, oh my God, 2020 was literally a few years ago. So like a few years ago in 2020 is when I lost a lot of weight. I was home a lot, obviously, because we were all told to stay home by the government. And I literally just started going on walks every day because I was still living at my mother's house. I was not doing strength training at all. Like, I was literally just going on walks every day. This is why they tell you whenever anybody is going on any kind of weight loss journey, you need to do strength training with the cardio that you're doing, because cardio will burn the fat and you will lose the fat. However, if you're not building muscle to replace the fat and fill the space that the fat was in, you may develop loose skin. And that's what happened to me. I have a lot of loose skin and it's honestly just like my biggest like insecurity. Like if there's anyone out there watching this video who also has loose skin and struggles with this, like, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Like, my body dysmorphia like went through the roof. Like, and if I'm being quite honest, it's still kind of bad. It is getting better because obviously I'm strength training because, like, you know, I want better like mobility in my body and I want more muscle to be stronger. Like, I just want to be a strong person physically. I also know that by doing strength training, it can help reduce loose skin because in order to build muscle, you have to eat a high protein diet, and eating a lot of protein helps with the elasticity of your skin. I know it's gonna happen. Like I said, this is something that I'm playing the long game with. I know it's gonna happen and I know it's gonna get better, but the fact that I can't see it happening is what stresses me out so much and makes me so unmotivated. Hang on, I can probably show you guys if I'm being quite honest. Not in my stomach. My stomach is where most of my loose skin is, and that is my biggest area of insecurity, if I'm being quite honest. Like, I don't want to say I hate, because I don't want to say I hate my body. That's not positive self-talk. That's not being nice to myself. But my stomach is just the hardest part of my body to live with. It's just that it's that part of my body that I look at every day and I'm like, I wish that was different. I would give up anything for it to be different right now, but I have to play the long game. But I do have loose skin on some other parts of my body. I have it on my arms. It's right here. So I joke that I have little chicken wings, and oh, you can see my bicep coming in. Hold on. Just in case you didn't know what loose skin looked like or what that visual looked like, that's what it looks like. It's just loose, sagging skin. The quickest, easiest way to get rid of it is through surgery. You can get loose skin removal surgery. It's basically like liposuction, but they're just cutting off all of the loose skin and like tightening you up. But that's not something I can financially afford right now. So I'm doing it the long and healthy way, which is not saying that plastic surgery isn't healthy. Like, obviously get plastic surgery if you need to, like, or if you want to. Like, literally, I'm never gonna judge someone for getting plastic surgery, because you better believe if I had 10 grand sitting in my bank account to go and get my loose skin cut off, I would absolutely do it in a heartbeat. But I don't have that right now. So I think that's one thing that's just been contributing to my lack of motivation, just because obviously I'm gonna keep going to the gym because I love going to the gym. Like it is something that I genuinely love. It's just, I just keep catching myself fighting these thoughts of like, it's not working fast enough. I don't see it happening fast enough. Let me put my blush on. Holy shit. I am talking so much and I'm not doing any makeup. This is the Burt's Bees Toasted Cinnamon Blush. I've had this for a minute and I feel like this is gonna look really good with this makeup look. It's gonna, yeah, it's like blending perfectly with my contour. I love it. Long story short, I'm just struggling with a lot of body dysmorphia right now. If I can have a really raw, honest moment on my channel. It is my channel, so I'll do whatever I want, but it's just something that I've been struggling with. Like, I know somebody's gonna say it, like, you just have to wait and you have to be patient because it will change. And like, my boyfriend tells me all the time that I look different. He's like, he tells me all the time he can see the changes in my body, like, because he sees me all the time and he can see my body changing and where my muscles are becoming more pronounced. Because like right now, the training program that I'm on is 3 leg days and 2 upper body days. So y'all, my legs look insane. Like, my quads are gonna be jacked. So like, I know it's working because like I can see in my arms and my legs that it's working, but unfortunately the place that I really want to see results like the most is my stomach. and it's not that it's not happening, because I do ab workouts every week and I do feel my stomach, and when I like flex my core, I can feel the muscle underneath. Like I know that it's there and I know that this is working. So before anybody says it, I know that this is working. I know I have to be patient. The problem is I'm very impatient and I struggle with body dysmorphia, so I want that instant gratification so that I can stop feeling like shit. That's the thing. That is the thing about this whole journey, and honestly it is the most beautiful thing about this journey is, yes, like I have these things that I struggle with my body, and like, you know, I have things about my body that I wish would change, but through strength training and going to the gym and challenging myself to lift heavier and push my body more, obviously, yes, body dysmorphia is always there and it's always something that I'm kind of fighting, but it's easier to fight it now because I battle it with, well, I just deadlifted 100 pounds. Like how can I feel so crap about my body when it just lifted 100 pounds? That's something I never thought I would be able to do. So I will say that is another reason that strength training is really vital, especially for someone like me who's literally just grown up in diet culture. A little bit of backstory, my mother has done every fad diet in the book, okay? I grew up watching my mother diet. So cheers to that, because that helped in my body image, right? I've just been very aware of my body and what I look like from a very young age. Like I think the first time I tried to diet was in 7th grade. And I started school young. Like I started a grade early, I believe, because I started when we lived in South Korea. My dad was active duty in the military for like the first decade of my life, so there was a few years that we actually had to go live in South Korea, which was really interesting. I wish I remembered more of it, if I'm being quite honest. Their age requirement was different for school, so I got to start school over there, and I started at a very young age. So I've always been a year younger than everyone in my grade. Like I should have been a junior when I was a senior, but I was a senior. I want to put some of this like around my face, like on my nose a little bit. I just want some of that warmth all over my face. I've never put blush on my chin. That was new. This is actually coming along really nice, you guys. This look is so pretty and it's not even done yet. And I'm so excited because after this, I'm going grocery shopping with Richard and we're gonna go to Spirit Halloween. They opened one here in Richmond, so I'm very excited. I grew up younger than everyone else around me in school. Everyone was like progressive, like everyone went into puberty and like grew up like a year ahead of me. So I was kind of always behind. And on top of that, just watching my mother go through like every fad diet in the book, I've just been aware of my body and what I look like for a very long time. It made me very insecure in both middle and high school, and even in college. Like in college, it did not get any better, if I'm being quite honest. So yeah, it's something that I've been dealing with for like most of my life, and I truly love strength training for this reason, because it has really helped me change the way that I view my body and the way that I see my body and the relationship that I have with it. Like I'm not constantly looking at it like that could be better, that could be slimmer, we could be smaller here. Now I'm just like, look how big I'm getting. Literally, you guys, I never thought I would say this, but the biggest compliment I give to myself is, oh my God, look how big I'm getting. And like, it's obviously because like my muscles are getting bigger, but like I'm getting bigger. I really do enjoy just having these little chatty moments with you guys, because like I feel like there's just a lot going on in my head a lot of the times. And like I journal and do shadow work. So like I do have other methods of getting all of my thoughts out, but it's also just nice to sometimes talk about this stuff like in a setting like YouTube where other people can see it, because you never know who else is struggling with this kind of stuff. You know, if there's anybody else dealing with this kind of stuff, like please comment down below if you need to, and if you want to talk to someone about it, because this is so much of like this is like what goes on in my head all the time. Like it's constant. And that is the thing, like self-love never ends. Like your self-love journey and your self-care journeys never end. You have to wake up every day and really choose to like love yourself and take care of yourself. Otherwise, those negative thoughts are going to come back full force and they're going to take over and derail all of the progress that you've worked on. And that's literally what I have been fighting against literally since I started strength training. Like this has been such a battle. Like it hasn't been easy at all, especially on the days that I am having a really bad body image day, or like my body dysmorphia is really acting up and like really doing a number on me. It makes all of this so much more rewarding, because I've truly just gotten a new outlook on my body and my self-image and how I view myself and how I talk to myself and how I just take care of myself and treat myself. Because honestly, like, I mean, at the end of the day, we treat ourselves worse than like our worst enemy. Like, let's be real here. Like, honestly, no hate comment could ever amount to the things that I tell myself in my head. The worst thing someone could probably say to me here on YouTube, like, would not hold a candle to what I've said to myself in my own head. And that's really sad, but it is just the reality of it. We do treat ourselves, you know, worse than, you know, like people we hate. Which isn't good. You shouldn't really hate anyone either, but that was a long-winded way to say I love the gym. The gym has done so much for me, and not just in the sense of like, you know, like, oh, I'm getting stronger because I'm lifting weight every day, but it's done so much for me as far as my self-image and my body dysmorphia goes, and I'm really grateful for it. All of that to say, that's why I'm not gonna stop going to the gym. I could never stop going to the gym. The payout I get from it is so much greater than if I just stayed in bed and, you know, hated myself. Okay, so the highlight I'm going in with, I have not used in forever. This is the Ofra and Nikki Tutorials collab. Does anyone remember this? Does anyone remember this highlight? Because it's so beautiful and it's called Glazed Donut. And it literally just makes you look like a glazed donut. But I've gotten back into highlight, like, oh, y'all, like, look at that. That's so pretty. I love Nikki Tutorials, honestly. She's one of the only beauty YouTubers that I still regularly watch because she's just so, I just love her so much. She is just consistently always going up. Like, oh my God, she's unstoppable. I love her. And I love this highlight that she came out with. I was so happy when I finally got my hands on this because it took me so long. And I know that I'm drenching my face in it right now, but like, let's just do a callback to my days originally here on YouTube when I would drown my face in highlight, you know? I gotta give my Cupid's bow a moment because we do have a lip combo to go with this look. And I feel like I picked a very appropriate lip combo for this. The lip liner I'm going to be going in with so the lip liner I think I want to go with is Oak by MAC. And very appropriately, I am going to pair that with Urban Decay's Oatmilk lipstick because I love me some oat milk in my iced lattes. And I literally bought this lipstick just for the name. Like when I saw it in Ulta, I was like, oh, I have to have that. I love oat milk. Let me try to line my lips. I feel like I could have probably gone with a darker lip liner, but honestly, the only other one I have is Cork. I do have Cork. I also have this one from Colourpop called BFF3. I'm gonna take the Colourpop one and kind of try to go over, I just tried to roll this up. I'm gonna take the Colourpop one and kind of go over that lip liner because I feel like this looks very nude with the eye look that I did. Also, my camera is making this look very yellow toned. Oh my God. I'm just kind of lightly going over it to kind of give it a little more definition. There we go, that looks a little better. I think I like that more. Finally got a new setting spray, you guys. It's just the matte one from NYX because everyone talks about this one and how great it is, and I've never tried it before up until recently. And I cannot wait for my bangs to grow out more, you guys. I kind of like the length that they're at, honestly. Like, this is really cute. I don't know. This is really cute. I really like how this look came out. Okay, I like this. This is our final look. This is my take on the latte makeup trend that has been going around. I had a really nice time filming this. I usually don't do very nudie looks like this. You guys already know that. If you've seen any of my other Get Ready With Me's on this channel, you know I go far opposite the other spectrum from this. So this was a nice little challenge. This was good. I like doing something different every now and then. And I really just wanted to sit and talk to you guys because clearly I had a lot on my mind. Hopefully that wasn't too much for you guys to listen to, but if you're still here, it clearly wasn't. So thank you so much for listening in and watching me do my makeup today. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, you should definitely hit that subscribe button and hit the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, which is every Friday Eastern Standard Time. And feel free to check out some of the other videos on my channel because this isn't the only makeup look I've ever uploaded. I do have a few other Get Ready With Me videos on my channel that you may enjoy, as well as a lot of vlogs because I really like to vlog. I am gonna go. I'm gonna finish this coffee because the ice is entirely melted now. I almost left my hair up. Can you believe that? I'm actually gonna go and finish this coffee. I'm gonna edit and then I'm gonna go grocery shopping because I'm out of Greek yogurt. Thank you guys so much again for watching this video. Leave a comment down below if you enjoyed this video because I do reply to every comment that I get on my videos. And I hope you have a great rest of your day or night wherever you are in the world. And I will catch you next week on my next video. Bye.